Nigerian Air Force releases list of shortlisted applicants for basic military training course. Moving outside the country, Brazilian lawmakers clash over proposal to reduce Bolsonaro's jail term. On business news, reps accuse commercial banks of perpetrating illegal charges, deductions. On sports, Chell to name Super Eagles finals court today. Details in a moment. The Nigerian Air Force, NAF, has announced the release of the list of eligible applicants for the Basic Military Training Course, BMTC 46, 2025, now published on the NAF recruitment portal. Air Commodore Ehimen Ejodam, Director of Public Relations and Information, Headquarters Nigerian Air Force, who announced this in a statement this morning, said the aptitude test is scheduled for December 13, 2025, at 15 designated centers nationwide, commencing at 7 a.m. He informed all shortlisted applicants to arrive early and to come with their acknowledgement slips and required writing materials, as these are compulsory for participation. The NAF reaffirmed its commitment to a transparent, credible, and merit-based recruitment process aimed at selecting the most qualified young Nigerians to serve with honor and professionalism. No fewer than 150 delegates of the Accord Party are set to pick the party's governorship candidate as its leadership cleared Governor Ademola Adeleke as the sole candidate who joined the party on Tuesday evening after leaving the People's Democratic Party, citing crisis as the ground for his resignation. According to journalist reports today, 150 delegates, 5 from each local government council area of the state, are said to be seated at the venue waiting to commence the exercise. Meanwhile, a statement issued by the chairman of Accord Screening Committee, Elder Ibe Thank God, this morning disclosed that the governor has been cleared as the sole candidate of the party. Thank God, who is also the party's national organizing secretary, said the governor has fulfilled all the requisite requirements for nomination and participation at the primary. The committee chairman then presented a certificate of clearance to the governor, hailing him as a worthy gubernatorial aspirant of the party. Responding, Governor Ademola Adeleke expressed appreciation to the screening committee and the entire party leadership, noting his preparedness to lead the party to victory in 2026. Now to the foreign scene. Brazil's parliament erupted with tension as lawmakers clashed over a proposal to reduce the prison sentence of former president Jair Bolsonaro. Tensions, according to reports, yesterday rose when conservative lawmakers renewed their push for a bill that would cut sentences for coup-related offenses. The proposal directly affects Bolsonaro, who began a 27-year jail term in November. Bolsonaro is serving his sentence for attempting to plot a coup after losing the 2022 election. His allies in Congress want the bill to also free supporters who stormed government buildings shortly after he left office. The new bill aims to overhaul penalties for elected officials, including reducing sentences for the offenses Bolsonaro and others were convicted of. Critics see it as a backdoor attempt to free him. One lawmaker promoting the bill in an interview with journalists said Bolsonaro's sentence could drop to 2 years and 4 months if the proposal becomes law. By late Tuesday, the bill had not passed and still required approval from the legislature's second house. Kyrgyzstan's constitutional court has started examining a draft law backed by President Sadir Japarov that would bring back the death penalty in the Central Asian state. The court has said today that under the law, death could be ordered for particularly serious sexual crimes on children and for murders committed with rape. According to reports, if the court rules that the new law is constitutional, it would be sent back to Parliament to organize a referendum on amending Article 25 of the Constitution, Japarov said in October. It was not known when the court would give it a decision. Japarov proposed bringing back the death penalty after the rape and murder of a 17-year-old girl in September that drew widespread outrage in the country of 7 million people. Kyrgyzstan's last execution was in 1998. The death penalty was abolished in 2007. However, the UN Human Rights High Commissioner has opposed the move to bring back executions. Kyrgyz rights groups have said the country needs to improve criminal inquiries and police training. Nobel Peace Prize organizers have said Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado, who lives in hiding, will not attend today's Nobel Peace Prize ceremony, and the award will be accepted by her daughter. Nobel Institute Director Christian Berg-Hapviken, in an interview today, confirmed that Anna Corina Machado, her daughter, will receive the prize in her mother's name in Norway for the event, due to start at 1 p.m. It was reported Machado has only been seen once in public since going underground in August last year amidst a tense showdown with President Nicolas Maduro. Venezuela's Attorney General has said the 58-year-old will be considered a fugitive if she left the country to accept the award. Machado has accused Maduro of stealing Venezuela's July 2024 election, which she was banned from. Her claim is backed by much of the international community. Machado was awarded the Nobel in October 10th for her efforts to bring democracy to Venezuela, challenging Maduro's iron-fisted rule since 2013. However, the Nobel laureates in medicine, physics, chemistry, literature, and economics will receive their prizes at a separate ceremony in Stockholm, Sweden today. Now to business news. The House of Representatives has accused commercial banks of perpetrating illegality by deducting inexplicable monies from customers without remittances. The House Ad Hoc Committee chairman investigating the deduction of taxes from civil and public servants' earnings and bank charges on customers' accounts, Rep. Kelechi Nwogu, on Tuesday said this during an investigative panel in Abuja. Rep. Nwogu, according to reports, reiterated the panel's mandate to ensure that all deductions or charges by banks on accounts of customers must be deducted rightly, fined rightly, and used rightly. The ad hoc committee chairman, who affirmed their commitment to protecting Nigerians from illegal charges, said the House committee had extended an invitation to the Ministry of Finance. He also said that they would partner with the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation and the EFCC and commercial banks operating in Nigeria on the investigation. The committee however, gave a 4-day ultimatum for all the banks involved to submit all the required documents necessary for the probe. And now to sports. Nigerian football fans eager to know the 28-man Super Eagles squad for the African Nations Cup in Morocco will have to wait until Thursday, 11th December 2025. This is according to the Director of Communication, Dr. Ademola Olajire, when contacted on the matter on Tuesday evening. Nigeria head coach Eric Chell had earlier announced a 54-man preliminary squad for the 2025 Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations, signaling fierce competition for places as the Super Eagles prepare for this month's tournament in Morocco. Under CAF regulations, Coach Chell must reduce the group to a maximum of 28 players before the tournament begins on 21st December. Nigeria, runners-up in Ivory Coast last year and seeking their first continental title since 2013, will compete in Group D alongside Tunisia, Uganda and Tanzania. Meanwhile, it was gathered that Trabzonspor striker Paul Onuachu is expected to be recalled by the Super Eagles for the 2025 AFCON, which kicks off later